Hello guys, we are back with our series Battleforge Nimble versus Mercenaries. This is the last one we will do. There are things I didn't talk about where, for instance, champions are just the strongest version of the strongest opponents that you fight, and they just will do a shit ton of damage no matter if you are Nimble or Battleforge. If they start hitting you, you will die really fast. I also ignored Yvonne spawns, dogs, and civilians. The militia caravans are basically the same version of like brigands, more or less. Dogs are dogs. Like, there's not much to tell about that. Okay, let's try. There are lower mercenaries and there are mercenaries. I think we just attack the mercenaries right away. So the mercenaries, they have relatively high hit points with high resolve, good defense, good attack. Overall, good stats. They have overwhelm. That's their thing with fast adaptation, backstabber, Battleforge. So they will hit you. And if they have good gear, they will tank quite a while. A lot of the time they have low to medium armor though. So even though they have Battleforge, as you can see, like that doesn't make a huge difference. They will die relatively fast because they can, a lot of them have like low armor. So very low forge armor. Thing is, they have nasty weapons. Nasty weapons. Also, they have throwing weapons. And the overwhelm is kind of their thing. They are relatively fast with overwhelm, so overwhelming your brothers. That's kind of like their main strategy. Just they also have nets, so just netting you down and overwhelming you, so you can't free yourself. You can find mercenaries in large numbers, and the lower mercenaries are kind of like they're on the same level as brigands. Like the brigand raiders, but with additional stuff. So with overwhelm basically. Of course, they have sword masters, as you can see. They have the same perks as the sword master that we discussed in the brigand thing. Nasty opponents, insanely high defense. If you want to fight them, net them down, puncture them. Same for the hedge knights and the master archers, really strong opponents. Again, net them down, puncture them. Master archers, the bow does destroy Nimble. The crossbow is better versus Battleforge, and the melee attack, a lot of the time they have daggers with dagger mastery, so they can stab you 3 times in a row, which can really threaten your Battleforge bros. They have Nimble, hard to kill. Yeah, so don't get in combat, or be mindful if you put a Battleforge guy in combat. I lost full Battleforge bro with full armor to master archers who just triple stabbed them and just killed them with the dagger. Because of course they have executioner crippling strikes, really tough opponents. Yeah, overall I would say if you are faster, if you are nimble, you can outspeed these guys. They are not too fast, but they are fast overall. If you can outspeed them, their whole thing, the whole like overwhelm thing doesn't work against you. But they can have like, especially the nets, they fuck up your dodge. So a lot of the time your nimble bros have dodge. So the nets will fuck up your dodge, which will significantly reduce your chance of survival. The high volume of attacks from the javelins and the bows and crossbows from the archers can be really, really nasty. And yeah, the high volume of the one-handed attacks can be really nasty as well. But some of the bigger weapons, especially if they have hedge knights, the pole hammers and stuff like that, they can really, really damage your forge bros as well. So overall, I don't know actually. Like, again, this heavy depends on the weapon layout, which survivability skill is better. So if you have a crossbow, Nimble is better than Battleforge versus that crossbow shot. But then if this guy has a has a Badish and your Nimble brother gets hit with a Badish, like Battleforge would be better versus the Badish, right? So they have a huge array of different weapons and tricks. They're really nasty to fight with because of their overwhelm fast adaptation. So they make it so that you don't hit them, but they will hit you, which is a really nasty combo. They have relatively high resolve, so fearsome is not that great versus them, although they don't have possibility of rallying, so it's okay, right? Fearsome is okay versus them. Yeah, is Battleforge better or Nimble? Again, heavy depends on the weapons. Having a good mix of both might be okay in general. The thing is, in general, with Battleforge, you can shrug off a lot of hits. That's kind of like the default state, especially if you have Steel Bro, high hit points, and a 4 padding, you can just shrug off a lot of the hits, even if they are from bigger weapons. But yeah, versus Mercenaries, if you are Nimble or if you are Battleforged, high chance that you get injured and a lot of armor destroyed. So I'm not sure. Depending on the weapons that they have, is a little bit similar to the noble houses. It really depends on what kind of weapon you get attacked with. One thing is for sure, if you fight these guys, especially on yourself, without third partying, you really want to have either Nimble or Battleforge, because if you don't have that, these guys will shred you pretty fast and kill you. High chance that you lose bros. Always be ready to save your bro, rotate him out, try to get rid of the nets, and if they can isolate and multiple overwhelm one of your brothers, he's gonna die really quickly. Like, they can focus down brothers really quickly because of their nasty tricks. So be really mindful and patient when you fight these. Alright guys, this is the end of our series, Battleforge and Nimble versus opponents. If you're a newer player, I hope you learned something. If not, I hope you find it at least entertaining. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.